super imperative, man, that you be that example of the change that you want to see in this world. We always waiting on society to fix this or fix that, or we pointing our finger at other people to start being a better person, and we expect in this world to do something for us that we need to be doing for the world. You know, we lack the understanding that we got full control over what happens here, but it sucks because nobody's doing anything because everybody's pointing their finger at everybody else rather than themselves. We see horrific crimes, being done, with the swipe of a finger. You can land on a horrific crime that, a mother done killed their children, or a husband and murdered his wife. And there's a lot of people that are just subscribed to these type of stories. So you see this stuff on a regular basis, and it's easy to fall into the mindset of this world needs to change, or people need to change, or people need to be better. And we have to understand that we personally have the responsibility of making the change that we want to see happen in this world. Yes, you. It's easy for us to think that society is out there. We think society is just over there somewhere, but we fail to understand that we are an active part of society. And if it's anything wrong in society, then us personally, yes, you have to take the responsibility of being that literal change that you want to see happen in society. See, if one man could get the right idea, and affect the minds of millions of people, then he can affect the society that he's in to bring to change in that area that he's fighting for change for. You look at anybody, any person that stood for anything of any great consequence on this planet, it's because they role modeled the change that they wanted to see happen. They didn't wait for the government to pass the law. They didn't wait for the person to change or say, I'm sorry. They didn't wait for any external source outside of themselves. They walked that life. They lived the change that they wanted to see. And by their life lived, they inspired other people to actually walk in that same change. And they brought about change in their own way. And this is why I say it's important and imperative for each one of us to not complain about the issues in this world, but to do something about it. And that doing something about it looks like you being the change that you want to see in this world. And as watered down as that statement may sound, as washed over and swept up under the rug that statement may be, that statement is so true and important, man. We think that we have to wait on somebody else to change, but we got the power to change this world. If the world is not a loving place, we got to look in our own household, because we are part of this world. We are a part of the society. If the world is up to no good, what are we doing to contribute to the change that we want to see happen in this world? And I don't think many of us are thinking this way. We're just sucked into the mindset that the system has given us. So we make decisions based on our options that the system has given us, and we don't really think for ourselves. And this puts us in a mindset of just accepting whatever is around us. And this is why, it all goes full circle. This is why the prison systems are so packed, because nobody's thinking for themselves. They're just a product of what's been given to them. This is why there's liquor stores on so many different corners, and people are just walking right into them and just wasting their lives away. Can't wait to get off of work. I worked a full 8 hours. I deserve my bottle. I deserve my beer because I worked hard today, and just waste their life away. Get on the internet and swipe and see all the issues in the world and complain about them. It's so many different things in society that I can point out that caters to our inability to stand up and be the example of the change that we say that we want to see in this world. And that hinders us and hold us back. But as soon as we get our minds clear and sober, and I don't just mean sober away from drugs and alcohol, but sober in consciousness, sober in intention, sober and well-being, and we start to understand what we really stand for, and we see how we can help benefit this world by, by changing our own households, by changing ourselves and working on ourselves. Now we start to really walk down that path of bringing effective change in this world. Nobody that I know of modeled it better than Christ himself. One man, one man in a span of 3 years changed all of humanity, bro. That's powerful, man. And he walked on this earth, man, in the power of God himself, bro. And he said that the things that I do, you'll do even more. You'll do even greater. I wonder how many of us really believe that. If he walked in the power of God, that same spirit that was in him, that same spirit lives inside of me. And if he told me that I can do even greater things than he did, then what in the world is making me stop from believing? What is making me not believe that? I believe that wholeheartedly about myself. And I wonder if each one of us will start to realize the God within us and actually start to model the changes that we want to see and affect the world around us, to the point to where the world around us is affecting the world around them, and the world around them is affecting the world around them, until we have a collective consciousness of just positive inspiration all around us, bro. And all the stuff that we see going on that's wrong in this world will be a thing of the past. And I say everything I just said to say this: you have the power to bring change in this world. Do not belittle the life that you have. You have the power to bring change, man. People have always reached out to me over the years and told me how I'm helping to change them, and helping to change, and helping to bring, clarity to people. And people have just told me so many great things about the life that I live. The life that I live. They don't even live with me. They don't live around me. They don't know me like that. They just see something in me. They see a part of my life, a piece of my life, and whatever that piece is, whatever that part is, it has helped to inspire them in whatever way in their life. And they open up and they tell me, and I'm sure that they take that piece that they got from me, they take that and they give it to somebody else, and that somebody else is looking at them and saying, you helped me in this area, or whatever the case may be. And that's how that trickle effect happens, man. And that snowball keeps rolling down that hill until there's enough people that have been changed in that particular area of their life, until there's a whole brand new level of understanding on this world, or on this planet, man. And we have the power to do it, bro. And without thinking too deep, because I don't think that's a deep concept at all. I think that change is something that's very simple. We can't expect for real, true, lasting change to be a real thing if all we're doing is doing this. Pointing our finger. We just got a finger like this saying that needs to change. That needs to change. And it just sucks, man. It just sucks. I don't subscribe to like negative information ever. I don't subscribe to that type of stuff at all. So my whole reason for doing this is to shed light on the truth, shed light on love, shed light on the right way, the right path. Because a lot of us think that in order to fight back the devil, we gotta focus on what the devil is doing and expose everything that the devil is doing. And that may be a part of it. Just like now, I've exposed some of the stuff like the liquor stores and the prison systems. There's a place for exposing, but we don't stay there. If you want to, you can't stop murder from happening by murdering. You can't stop war by fighting war with war. You have to have the complete opposite, the equal opposite of whatever it is that you're trying to stop, whatever it is that you're trying to fix. If you're trying to stop murder, you have to give life. You got to give life in order to stop murder. And in order to give life, you got to focus on life. You feel me? If you see any wrong going on in this world, focus on the answer. Focus on the solution. You feel me? And we have to put all of our energy there until the collective starts to believe in it. But I can really go on, man. And it's late and I got a notepad of work to do for me. I still got 6 pages of this book I got to read tonight. And I got some more work to work on up in the room, man. But so I'm finna get off of this live. But just wanted to make that quick and simple real fast, man. I hope somebody was able to get something of real meat and value from this video, man. I'm posting this on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, man, subscribe to my channel, bro. And share the video. Share the video with other people that are like-minded, man. I really want to build a culture of people, man, that just care about humanity in general in their own special way. And you know, I want to do some good things on this planet, bro, while we here. You feel me? Because we gonna leave one day. So let's make the time that we here worth it. You feel me? Y'all have a good night.